Well, hello, fellow K-Knights. This is part 5 of my Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, featuring the Age of Redemption 2012 mod. Alright, in the previous episode, I was maybe a little too cautious with Mercurio. I didn't realize that Kristoff had staked Mercurio within the first 5 seconds of the fight, and I was busy running around avoiding an enemy who was not there, who was apparently still stuck in the room. I had ended with thinking about grinding. I am still considering another grind before I engage Mercurio. As it stands, I can defeat him right now if I wanted to. I just realized I could have thrown some Greek fire at him. I wouldn't recommend trying to do this at the door entrance. I did some tests on this before doing the video, and I was hitting the door frame a little often and killing myself in the process. So yeah, kind of embarrassing. I wouldn't recommend it on for anybody to try to throw any Greek fire at the entrance of that door. You'd really have to step in and be within line of sight of Mercurio to be able to do that effectively. So I'm seeing a lot of loot here, and I'm really tempted to clean this level up. I am also tempted to backtrack through the entire level, because I need to think ahead. I really need to think ahead. I suffered quite a bit of dilution, and another thing, I had to revive Kristoff, and I think he suffered some dilution in the process. Probably not heavy dilution, but enough to warrant a little bit of grind with the respawn timer. Gonna grab some Vitae over here. Kind of missed this when I was last playing. Haven't really done enough looting. Seriously need to consider cleaning up this level, making a lot of money. That also brings up another issue that I have noticed, and before I continue on here, I'm going to talk about this for a moment as I look around and see if I have room for any more loot. It has cost a lot of blood to do this mission. I'm actually going to start dropping some of these sticks. I really don't want these. I may want to grab this shield though. Anyway, it's cost a lot of blood to do this mission, and I have gone back and forth, and a lot of the costs seem to be because of the current durations of the disciplines, because you gotta think potence costs 20 and lasts for what, 30 seconds? Celerity costs 30 and lasts for what, maybe 15 seconds at most at times. Feral Claws, 10 blood every time I use it, and it lasts what, maybe 10 seconds? And I'm having to use 10 blood every 10 seconds every time I use Feral Claws, so it's costly. It's very costly. It adds up. It really does. And I've been having to revive myself several times. That also costs a lot of blood, because when I go down, I have to be, I have to go back to the Haven, or I have to use an Awakened Scroll. And it actually seems like when you use that revive Ankh that I have at the Haven, it really has a fixed amount of percentage of blood and health that it restores upon its use. So any type of revived player is starting with a lower amount of health and blood than just using an Awakened Scroll. I'm thinking about making this a configurable option. I'm thinking about adding it to the 2014 config application and have the user control how much that ant gives, fitting to their style. So it is a cheaper way to go, though, because using Walk the Abyss is a cheaper scroll to use than using the Awakened Scrolls, because the Awakened Scrolls typically add up. They really add up in price. There needs to be something different done with these traps. I'm thinking, I don't know, we should have like a variety of traps added, like spike traps or falling ceiling traps maybe, or yeah, other than the fireball traps. I think fire should be, I don't know, not used as often. I'm going to leave Mercurial alive because he's obviously keeping the respawn timer from working in this level. So right now this level is kind of my haven, and this is my fallback position. So I'm liable to use this level if I get seriously messed up. But I really want to make a straight exit, if I can, straight out of this monastery completely, and then head back to town so I can start replenishing my stock. So I am going to head on out. I know the timer on the other side of this door is ticking, and it's very low. I think it's like 30 seconds left. So I am going to activate my celerity. I need to see how much blood I have for this. Yeah, I'm going to need more blood. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's around 30 seconds. Should be more than enough time to get out of here before the enemies respawn. And look at all this loot. This is stuff I really want to pick up and get some cash for. Okay, I know there's some enemies waiting for me right on the other side of this door. I'm going to set to attack mode by pressing A, and I'm going to go proceed forward. Fire! Okay, that went a little better than expected. Whew, alright. Alright. That's what happens when you prepare for it. Okay. What's going on, Chris?
Return unto me!
Apparently I had to press regroup here to get him to follow me. I don't know what was going on there. He was having some sort of a glitch with his follow. And what's going on here? Apparently we have a Zombu who is stuck. Okay. That's a little weird. Okay. I think we're gonna stick with boats for the time being. I wonder if there's any enemy. Do I have a lot of enemies here? Okay, looks like that's cleared out. Looks like up there is cleared out. Apparently there's some more enemies waiting for me up ahead. That might not be good. That's gonna complicate getting out of here. And, yep, okay. Right. I need to check and see how much blood I have. Well, I have mystery blood. What do you have, Chris? None. Oh, man. Right, I'm thinking, okay, do I have a good line of sight here? Maybe I can shoot with a bow from this distance and attract him over, and then switch to attack mode, and then use some tactics that I hope would help me get through this. Alright, I'm going to try it. Say what? Say what? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, go to defense.
Return unto me! Return unto me!
Okay, get on back. Right. Okay, this might not be good. This might be very bad. Okay, set to attack mode, and... Oh, I just cornered myself, didn't I?
Blood! I crave blood!
Oh. Okay, got him. Oh, Kristoff went down. Not good. Right. I'm gonna use the mystery blood. Oh, dang. Oh, got him. Oh, nice. Okay. Whew. Okay. As long as I can get out of here, I think I'd be in relatively good enough shape. Ooh. Right. Everything's running out. It's all or nothing. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay. I can get out of here. Whew. Alright then. Right. Okay. Switch to defense mode. I think he has... Oh, he does have a spare awakened scroll. Good. Good. Now, using Awaken...
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
Yeah, using the Awaken scroll does tell you if you're suffering from dilution. The Ack, on the other hand, it will cause dilution, but it doesn't tell you that it will cause dilution. That is something I'll need to fix. Okay, let's see here. Right. Okay. While I am shopping, I don't think gosh, there's a lot to sell. I have a rusty broadsword. What does Chris have? You know, I think I'm really tempted to get rid of this tactic. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it one bit. I think it's one of those tactics that you really got to be in control. Because, first off, the AI apparently does not switch. Like, if he uses a stake and successfully stakes a vampire, he doesn't automatically switch to another stake. Essentially, he's without a weapon the moment he stakes a vampire. So this is really something you would have to do, not with your party members, but with, I mean, not with the AI, but with the currently controlled player. So whoever you choose to control should be the one that uses the stake tactic. The AI will, however, if they run out of ammo, they will switch to a melee weapon, to whatever the first melee weapon is that becomes available. That is pretty much it. That is the only thing the AI does, is it will check for ammo and switch to a different weapon, typically a melee weapon if they run out of ammo. At least that's what I have observed in the past. I don't know if it always works. I don't think it does. I don't think it always works. I think sometimes it'll fail. I think only certain weapons are looked for. So, anyway. I'm really thinking that I should use my experience to advance presence. There's an ability that's very useful and very important in the Age of Redemption 2012 mod, and that is Entrancement. Entrancement is so useful now. It is actually a must. There is actually a mission that requires you to have it, and you can use it in a number of ways, and I will show that in this video after I do some grinding and rebuild my cash and gain enough experience to spend on Entrancement, and then I'll show it off. So,
welcome, child.
I really want to get rid of this femur. I'm still not happy with its stats. It's too slow, too underpowered. It's definitely something that needs to be on the changing log here. Right, what else? Sell my miscellaneous jewels and jewelry. Gems and jewelry. Keep the Greek fire, though. I really want to keep the Greek fire. That's good. Wow. Okay, she will buy Greek fire. Okay, she will buy holy water. But she doesn't sell Greek fire. Oh, excuse me. She don't sell Greek fire. That's interesting. I also want to put away these journals. That is another thing to do. Excuse me again. Wait, okay. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I gotta sell these to the smithy. Okay, Spirit's Touch, I'll keep the Spirit's Touch. What else do I got? More Spirit's Touch, Blood Stamina. I think I'll get rid of that. Those blood buffs. Really not so useful, again.
Take care.
Alright, off to smithy I go. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be coming back here once I get Entrancement, because I'm gonna show you guys a trick here, a really cool trick with using Entrancement. Very useful. It's gonna be very useful, and it's gonna be cost effective in the long run. I would dare say it is the most awesome tactic you will ever use. And if you haven't played Age of Redemption 2012, you're about to find out the biggest, most awesome thing you can do with the Age of Redemption 2012 mod. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a whetstone here and restore this blade. And
You have my hand on it. Tis a deal.
you know, I'm thinking that silver weapons should be highly effective against wraiths. Whoops, I made the right click, not left click. Okay. I'm thinking silver broadswords should be really good against wraiths. They should be. They currently aren't. They don't have an effect against them. I don't know if that's lore friendly. I don't think it is lore friendly, but it does sound pretty cool to have a silver blade be highly effective against ghosts and spirits. I think that would be pretty cool, and it would add additional usefulness for the silver-based weapons. That is definitely something to consider. Okay, so what else should I do? Oh yeah, I want to get rid of this. I at least want to put it in a vault. I'm going to put it in Kristoff's vault. Kristoff's. Oh yes, I need to get rid of. You know what? I think I will switch to silver, and I will keep the incendiary shortbow as backup. I'm also going to sell off these torches and stakes. Torches and stakes. I think it's
Good day to you.
I think it's high time that those go away. There's been some comments that vampires are scared of fire, so there should be something done about the torches. So if a vampire wields a torch, should they be
You
scared
have my
of
hand
it?
on it. Tis a deal.
Should there be stat checks or something to assure that the vampire doesn't, you know, flip out because of the torch they're wearing, because you know they're scared of that stuff, because it's the very thing that can kill them. Fire is the most effective weapon against vampires. With that stated, though, I think vampires should have like an inherent sort of defense against cold too, because cold damage is extremely deadly, and it pretty much it's equivalent to aggravated damage. I think a little too equivalent to aggravated damage. It is way too effective. But it's like that guy's particle is not really attached right. Is this always an issue? That's weird. Okay. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the Haven here and spend on some points, and I'm gonna double back and do some grinding, because I got a plan ahead, because I'm gonna be going up against some tough missions. I mean, this isn't the only tough mission. I thought this mission was tough. There's gonna be some tough missions. I'm also thinking of some ideas here for the kind of expansions one can do with the Haven. I'm thinking Haven expansions should only be enabled if you're using the Giga Pack. I don't know what people would think about that, but I'm thinking For those who really would prefer as close to a vanilla experience as possible, if they want to modify it, they can choose to do so rather than it being an inherent part of the mod. I'm thinking if you install the Gaiga packs that will be available, because what's going to happen with Gaiga, and I'm gonna explain that in this video, is that Gaiga's going to be split up into several parts. It's going to have various themes, and it's gonna give you more information about what's in each theme. So now you're not gonna be downloading the whole thing anymore. You're just gonna be downloading. You're just gonna download a core part of the file and then unlock what you want out of that core through additional add-ons. This should make it easier to install patches and stuff that need to come out later, because obviously the database files are the most commonly needed to be updated. Here, I should probably talk about this while I am leveling up here. Okay, so let's see here. I think I need to increase my charisma and figure out how much appearance I need quite a bit of appearance. I wonder how far I can go. I can get up to 40 effectively. Yeah, I think I should spend a little bit more in that regard. Oh yeah, probably should. Yeah, I like to think in fives most of the time whenever I can, but I guess I can't. I'm gonna have a little odd number over there. Okay, it looks like Christoph's celerity got diluted since last video. Not good, but not too bad. I'm gonna get his dexterity out. I also need to rebuild him a little bit more. Gosh, he has been horribly diluted lately. I really need to spend on this Pharaoh. I use these Pharaoh Claws quite a bit, and each dot you put into it will increase its duration. I'm actually thinking of doing some more alterations to duration so that first level disciplines aren't going to like drain you out completely over just a few uses, because it's kind of ridiculous how much blood I've been using lately, and it's been a very expensive venture. I'm gonna increase his charisma just as much as I can, because I also want him to start accessing the higher tiers of the presence ability. So that is my plan. Let's see how well I can carry out that plan. I'm gonna start using Christoph here, since he hasn't suffered nearly as bad as Wilhelm has suffered. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't forget to grab some Walk the Abyss scrolls. Likely shouldn't forget that. And, oh, another thing. There's a lot of civilians walking around in the middle of the night. This actually doesn't make a whole lot of sense in the long run. I'm thinking that that there should be some houses that you would have to go in if you want to go around hunting. That's weird. What's going on with the ground? Huh. Must be my fancy graphics card that's doing that. Anyway, heading back to Enorna. Yeah. Hold on here. Just want to pause the respawn timer for that first. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot to put that journal. Oh, no matter. As you notice, I get a little scatterbrained. That's going to be typical of all my Let's Plays. In addition to my developer commentaries. Yeah, so get used to it. A milkmaid. Oh. If you haven't noticed already, I make thumbnails. I make custom thumbnails for all of my videos now. I've had that unlocked in my YouTube account. What are you doing? Why do you keep following her? No, stay off of her. No, she's mine. Damn you, go away. Leave her be. Ah, stop it. Mm.
Who goes there? Ah! Who goes there? Who goes there?
Let me see if I can get this guy off of me for a moment.
Who goes there?
Get that guy off. Okay, there we go.
Who goes there?
Okay. Let's see here. Gotta get.
Who goes there?
Okay. As long as I keep these two in sight,
goes there?
shouldn't be any problem. Okay.
Ah! Fiends are loose upon the nighttime streets.
And it looks like he's trying to keep the situation under control. Nice job, Will. That's another cool feature of the AI there. Crowd control. Those with presence abilities, the AI will actually, they're more aware of the situation around them, and the AI, given the proper abilities, will attempt to control the situation so that you're not constantly under attack. So as you can see, using various mind abilities, both myself and a combination of Wilhelm's AI was able to control this area without being under attack, and freak both of them out. Anyway, oh yeah, walk the abyss. Need more walk the abyss. Focus, stay focused.
Welcome, child.
Okay. Don't know how.
Take care.
Don't know how many I will use. Yeah, I'm liable to also need more blood because, of course, hunting in town is still really dangerous. That's another thing to consider fixing for Age of Redemption 2014 is to make hunting more encourageable and just a little safer for those who take the extra effort to secure the area.
Here be my wares.
Oh, she's got blood pouches. Those are pretty expensive, but useful. Fairly useful. Okay.
Take care.
I think this time I'm gonna bind the blood pouches to F1 and then have Scroll of Walk the Abyss for F2. Excuse me, another train coming. Okay, so I'm back in the monastery. I'm gonna be picking up a little bit of loot here, and talk about a few additional changes I could do to this level in particular. Cutscenes. Yes, cutscenes. Boy, where to start? Okay, first off, this one here. I'm thinking I can actually move the trigger region out of this zone and kind of put it a little more up this way. And I'm also thinking of removing the Cappadocian that typically spawns at this location. Here, while I'm talking, I'll just grab some items here and get some money up. I'm thinking instead of having it create a fixed sort of position, fixed camera angle cutscene, I'm thinking it could be more like what Wilhelm says when you're coming up this area here. You know, he says, "Final destiny, my Canaanite brothers, the oblivion now seeks is upon me," and that's pretty cool because he says it and it doesn't interrupt the combat. And I'm thinking this should be done here. I'm thinking it should be kind of like that, where we walk in here and we get one trigger, and you know, Wilhelm says his line, you know, "Beware, Christoph. The halls are guarded by the walking dead. The stench of death taints this holy place. 'Tis fitting for the clan of death," you know. And another thing, what do you think of removing the Cappadocians from this position? Not having them here. Just having just a little more mystery at this position here. And when you walk in, it's still kind of empty. And you're still given a little more of a hint that there's something off about this. That way you can get a little bit of a vista before getting into combat. And have it to where this room here is also clear. I'm thinking of maybe removing this chest because that doesn't make any sense. And when you reach this area here, perhaps that's where you encounter mostly the undead, skeletons and the like, and you have to deal with them here and kind of reduce the number of vampires. I'm also thinking of making this mural a clickable sort of interactive kind of thing, where instead of a trigger region where you have to approach it to get a cutscene about it, you click it and then get the cutscene. I'm also thinking that in the config app for Age of Redemption 2014, you can remove this indicator so you don't actually see what the state of the timer is and what you have to do to get more enemies to spawn. I'm just thinking it's kind of a useful thing to have up there, and I didn't consider adding an off switch for it. I think it might be a good idea to add an off switch for this floating text display, so you don't constantly have it up on the screen every time you're on a level. All right, I just noticed something. I didn't note this several episodes ago, which I probably should have. Kristoff is Generation 9. He's 9th generation. And his blood pool is 120. Wilhelm is 10th generation. And his blood pool is 140. 120, 9th generation. 140, 10th generation. Now, this kind of indicates that they may not have been sired by the same sire. Wilhelm may not have been sired by Ekaterina. He may have been sired by a different elder. Excuse me, I thought I heard something. Anyway, yeah. I think I may have to fix this, though, because it doesn't actually make it's not even a lore-friendly number, really, because we're both the same rank and Killy. But being of lower, see, from a lore-friendly standard from pen and paper, lower generation increases your blood pool. Lower generation increases your blood pool. So this actually, this doesn't make as much sense.
To the abyss with me.
Let's see here. Pretty tough now. I noticed that these half corpses here, they like to approach you, and I'm hearing a sound that they're trying to attack me, but it's not doing anything. I'm thinking something could be changed about these half corpses here. Maybe these half corpses could jump on you. You know, they kind of like a vampire, and do the feed animation and drain both your health and your blood if they get on you. That could be kind of brutal, I guess, but you're only dealing with one at a time, so you could perhaps quickly get one off of you by, you know, having your other party member attack it. So it can still be attackable, even if it's on the other player. Just an idea.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
Let's see here. Can I use... I was gonna try to use awe on him so I can feed off of him before he spawns a before he spawns the wraith. Oh well. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I did some major house cleaning, got all the loot, grabbed up as much as I could, pretty much cleaned up everything, sold it all off, and got a whole lot of cash. I also went through and cleaned out Monastery 1 and 2 levels, and now I have a flaming broadsword, otherwise known as the effing BS. Right. Okay, so I have like one last loose end to deal with on this level, and that is Mercurio. And I am thinking about using Greek Fire on him. But I am also thinking that I might need to back off a little. And I think
I do withdraw.
I will keep everyone on a withdrawal standing and then keep them on attack, just in case. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do this real quick and easy peasy, but that is not how it keeps going. So, well, it's not how we can always expect it. Every time I try to be brainy with a tactic here, I always end up screwing it up. That's why I do it, I guess. Should be entertaining to watch. Let's see how this goes down. I'm going to switch over to F3. That's what I got my Greek Fire bound to. So I am also going to run on in. Oh! And not do that. Not do that. Not do that. F3. 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 And ult. And... right, they aren't following me. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna heal.
Blood. I crave blood.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do something other than attract unwanted attention. Alright, I'm gonna try moving a little further out. I'm gonna try... it's kind of risky, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna grab this.
Oh God!
And of course, that's how that typically goes down. Alright.
I am weak with lack of
Time to
precious
let
blood.
him mop up.
To the abyss with the beast awakens.
Oh, God. I cannot. Oh. Okay, I made a save here. I did make a save. Okay. I want my flaming effect back, damn it. Let's do this differently. No. This could be... gosh, it can be done. It can be done. It's gotta be better than what I'm doing. Gosh, there's gotta be a better way. Okay, hold on here. Just keep your distance. I did not get off.
I stand.
Oh, God, I'm horrible at this. Oh, did I just drop it again? I just dropped it again, didn't I? Yeah, okay. It's still bound to F3. Alright, let's try this. Okay, F3 agree. F3 again, come on. Oh, that's not good. Oh, did I use them all up? I did! This makes me very sad. Okay, come on, Christoph.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
Right. Let's do this some more. Gosh, that stupid door. Come on. Get him. Get him. Damn it. Keeps healing too much.
Return to me.
Oh, God. Did I used it all up, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, I do have, oh, screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Oh, God. I can't believe this. This is supposed to be... That stupid door blocks the camera and I can't see what I'm targeting. Come on. Oh, don't miss. Come on, don't miss. God, get him. Oh, good God. I'm gonna stay away from you. No.
Blood.
No.
I crave blood.
No, stop. Yeah. Yeah, you just chill. You just calm down. My God. And he's stuck with angsty face. Oh my God. Oh, never mind. Let's keep going. Moving on.
The signs of Gehenna, Canto 4. So too, our grandsires will rise from the ground. They will break their fast on the first part of us. They will consume us whole.
Right, okay, moving on.
What means this dire portent?
This is a great secret, known to a few wise vampires. The Book of Nod tells us that the 13 ancient founders of the vampire clans will one day rise from their age-old sleep. When these antediluvians emerge from torpor, they shall fall upon us, their descendants, and gorge their unholy thirst upon our blood. The day they rise is called Gehenna, or the Winnowing, and it signals the end of all that is. We know not how to prevent it, but even now Ekaterina searches for a way.
Why didst thou not tell me of this?
Jacob.
With such evil barking at our heels, we must hasten our work.
Forgive us. Most young Cainites are not ready to hear it. They mistrust their sire, and that we cannot have.
Yeah, you don't watch these videos for immersion anyway, do you? No.
Lariki, bat-fouling old Potok, fears that I seek to betray him. But he shall not know with a certainty until the last of his sludge blood oozes from his pus-ridden corpse. The old maggot pie needeth my power in defense of his withered haven, and shall overlook my indiscretions. So I must keep his mewling household in a frenzy, defending themselves from aggrieved villains. I shall steal from the beslubbering Bruja to draw their wrath upon him. However, should his crusty majesty plumb the secrets of the golem, he shall need me no longer. So, I shall pollute the rabbi's gall-faced golem with grave rot, making it useless to him. Then shall I drink the old leper's blood before the moon hath fully waned.
Garanal's search for wisdom has not trespassed into our haven. 'Twas his false servant Mercurio. We were fortunate to find the fragment before another clan could learn of it. Others might not have spared Garanal in the search.
Spared Garanal. We, wiped out his clan. Yes, because that's better. Because, yeah, as long as we spare Garanal, yeah. Kill everybody else. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick talk here before my timer runs out about this level and some changes I wanted to do here. First off, cutscenes. Yeah, definitely going to make a quick run here. Yeah, this part here definitely needs some changes. Gosh, oh, that was so annoying. I'm just going to quickly run over here. Yeah, this... Apparently, there's supposed to be quite a few Cappadocians buried around here. There's one buried there, and maybe some buried there, and then another one buried in the dark over there. I'm thinking that should be all that's in here, and leave a number of skeletons up here instead, and then have just Cappadocians and skeletons above. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm also thinking about procedural spawning. I think that would also be another cool feature. Some areas could have a procedural spawning of a random number of enemies of random types. That can also be on the table. That's been on the table for quite a while. I've been talking about procedural spawning on the forum for quite a while now. I think it would actually be a good idea. Okay, moving on. Okay, I was going to talk about this burial site up here and the scene around it. This initial trigger region for this area. I'm thinking that the Cappadocian that was here is not really a good idea. I think I might even remove him because he doesn't attack you after the scene, which in a way that's good, but in a way that's kind of indicating that he's free experience right there. And I'm also thinking that this area should be all Cappadocians, all newly embraced fledglings. Probably shouldn't have all of their abilities. And I'm thinking, there really should be a penalization of some kind when you're going around killing members of another clan of which you're allied to, and it really brings up an issue with me whether there should be some way to, I don't know, kind of tone down how inappropriate this quest is. Okay, before I leave the monastery, I was going to talk about something real quick. I was pondering how the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines handles feeding and choosing your target, and it's really based on a quality versus quantity system. And see, the thing is, a lot of the blood pools on these civilians are all the same, really. So it really makes it to where your options, you don't have to really consider what your options are. Blood is blood. You just feed off of it. And I'm thinking in Age of Redemption 2014, I should change the blood pools to reflect the kind of individual that you're feeding off of. Like bums and beggars shouldn't really be given very much blood at all. And I'm also thinking that the other civilians, like the merchants and the ladies and even the milkmaids, should have higher blood pools. So, with that stated, I am going to move on.
We must hurry. Dawn approaches. The sun is a destroyer now, Christoph. Remember this. During the day, thou must find a place to rest where no sunlight can enter. Let us return to the university, where Katerina shall surely celebrate our triumph.
I cannot share thy pleasure over such a deed.
Come now. Before thy embrace, did thou not slay evil creatures? Behold, thy mission survives even thy death.
That is scant solace in the depths of my soul.
Thou dost brood too much upon events thou cannot change, Christoph. Seek consolation in our Promethean mission. Bury thy woe in the blood-drenched soil of battle. I have found that the fury of war weaves enchantments that soothe even the most troubled heart, kindred and kind alike.
I well know the seduction of warfare.
Then thou knowest the joy of cutting a bloody swath through thy foeman.
The only joy I felt was in doing the work of heaven as a soldier of God. I have done nothing to warrant this fallen state. How can God allow men to become demons? How can God snatch away the promise of salvation?
God allows the innocent child on the battlefield to cry and does nothing. So why should God prevent the misery of a killer like unto thee?
I do not know. I have not considered these things.
Come, I promise thee a trip to the convent, but make haste. Dawn comes quickly.
Christoph? My love?
Thou art accursed, if Christoph be thy love.
Nay, do not go, my lord. Let me look upon thee. Good my lord, forgive me. I was filled with fright to behold thee. Thy comely face is now sicklied over with a pale cast, and I scarcely recognized thee. Forgive me. Thou hast been gone so long, we feared for thy life.
Thou feared aright, for I am dead to the world, and my soul is lost.
Do I behold a ghost? Nay, I touch thy arm, and I know thou art flesh and blood.
Not flesh, only blood.
My lord, thy words do fill my heart with fear, and I tremble. Good my lord, why dost thou look so strangely upon me?
My mind is filled with thoughts of such base villainy. My hunger for thee is stronger now than when my heart did pump its own warm blood.
I know not what misfortune weighs so heavily upon thy soul, or has driven the rosy warmth from thy cheek, but the heavenly powers can banish all such darkness.
Should they banish this darkness, they would banish all that is left of me.
Say not so. My lord, I know thy heart, and thy soul is pure.
My heart? My soul? Thy words torment me with remembrance of all that I have lost. I was a fool to have come here. I must never return to a house of God.
Nay, I pray thee stay. My honored lord, thy soul is in peril.
My honored lady, my soul is lost. My cause is doomed, and I am damned. I go. I will not look upon thee again.
Then I pray thee, my lord, receive this token of me. 'Tis but a small amulet of St. Jude. Thou didst give it me, and it hath soothed the pangs of mine own heart that began when first I beheld thee, and a desperate, hopeless love did grow in my breast.
It's one of the
Mayhap it will be some consolation to thy doomed cause.
Art thou deaf, woman? My cause is lost!
Okay.
Therefore do I offer thee the amulet of Jude,
Yes.
patron saint of lost causes.
Oh.
Okay, just
Now, sweet heavens, guide him.
quick. Yeah, I fixed a part of the scene where Aneska still had the amulet of Saint Jude in her hands when she was doing that. I fixed it to where she doesn't have it now. Okay. Alright, so now that I am out and roaming the town, before I head back to the university and talk to Ekaterina, I'm going to show off a little something. I'm going to press the D here. I have spent quite a bit when I was grinding. I don't know if I explained this earlier, but I acquired Entrancement and spent on the appearance I needed to fill the prerequisite requirement. And I'm going to start using it to do a little trick here.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
I need blood to start with to do this. Alright. Okay.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
I'm just gonna grab a number of pedestrians. What I'm gonna do with them is I'm gonna send them over to my haven. See, notice that they're following me. They even spawn next to me if they're too far away. Okay, so I finally got them to my haven. I'm gonna bring them down here. At least try to. Should spawn near me here. Right. Okay. Where's the old man? Never mind. You can wander wherever you want. I'm just gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave these ones down here. Alright. Alright. Now I have some blood dolls. Sweet. And a secure place to feed off of them.
This is most excellent, Willem. Our alliance with the Cappadocians shall strengthen when I reveal Mercurio's treachery to Garanol. Willem, thou art a Bruja of surpassing splendor. Our grandsire Bruja himself would feel pride at this.
In modesty, mistress, I could not have done it without Kristoff's aid.
He has done well.
Kristoff performed admirably, my sire. I believe he is ready to know of the oncoming struggle.
What struggle is this?
The Jihad. The great war of all the vampire clans. The Tzimisce against the Tremere, and us against both.
The Tremere?
The Tremere were once a house
little
of
clipping
mages,
issue
part of the
there.
Order of Hermes.
Looks like I need to move
They
the
stole
camera.
Cain's gift from an ancient of our
Weird.
kind, an antediluvian, one of Cain's grandchildren. They seek to infiltrate and control all the world. They couple the power of Cain with the ways of unspeakable magic.
The fiends from the Carpathians, the Tzimisce, are fighting the Tremere even as we speak. The Tzimisce have invaded the ancestral homelands of the Ventru, which puts us in a strange alliance with the very Ventru who destroyed our great city of Carthage. So, we unite with the Vampire Prince of Prague, the Ventru Rudolf Brandl. For now.
Yeah, I kind of wondered what kind
Thou
of armor
hast
is
reason
he
to hate the
wearing?
Ventru as well, Kristoff. Thou fell in battle against the pagan barbarians because the Ventru made puppets of thy leaders. The Ventru sent thee into battle to stop their Tzimisce enemies. Most of the barbarians were revenants, ghoul servitors of the Tzimisce.
Other clans maintain havens here in Prague. Thou hast met the Cappadocians. The Nosferatu lurk below the graveyard in the northern quarter. Most of King Ottokar's family, the Premisils, are Tzimisce ghouls. With the entrance of the Tremere into Prague, a struggle is bound to ensue, leaving the mortals greatly abused. We must avert this horror.
Many in Prague have disappeared, including Bruja. We suspect they fell victim to the Tzimisce fiends, or the usurping Tremere. We must stop the abductions.
First, we must seek to undo the damage done by the traitorous Mercurio. Mistress, I wish to approach the Jewish quarter and warn the rabbi of Mercurio's meddling. If their golem hath suffered a cowardly attack, it may not be able to protect the Jews from the Tzimisce.
We have no alliance with the Kabbalists in the Jewish quarter, and they have powerful charms of faith to wield against our kind.
We have a duty to protect the mortals.
Clip camera.
Should we deliver unto them this news, mayhap the Jews will owe us a boon. But we have much to do first. In 3 nights' time thou may deliver thy message. Take Kristoff with thee, but beware. The Kabbalists have no love for the likes of us.
Okay. Alright, so this first option's actually going to cost him some humanity, so I'm going to go with this second one.
3 nights' time may be too late.
After one mission with Wilhelm, thou hast become very like him. So be it. Wilhelm, take Kristoff to the Jewish quarter this night, and warn the rabbi.
Okay. Off to the Jewish quarter I go.